friends, welcome back to my channel. If you are new around here, welcome. My name is Jenny and this is our Houston Smith home. In today's video, we're just going to continue on with our spring decor, our spring decorating. In last week's video, we worked on the fireplace in the living room. We also, in a previous video, did the entryway here and my new entryway table. Today, we're going to be tackling the kitchen. So I know I've mentioned in some previous videos, we're working on doing a little kitchen refresh, a little update. We have gotten our new countertops installed and I have done a few things, but I plan to just do one whole big video about the progress in the kitchen, starting with the befores and just taking you through all of that. So you will notice a few changes in my kitchen. I'm not going to go into just a ton of detail on it all, but if you do have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm happy to answer those, but be looking for a video coming soon when we get everything done in there. I am going to put out a little bit of spring in the kitchen, decorate the countertops a little bit. Now, I don't like to clutter my countertops too much, so you won't see a lot, but have a little bit that we're going to put out. Y'all stick around for that. Today we'll work in the kitchen, we're going to work on the arch cabinet, and we'll just see how far we get. I think I'll definitely have one more spring video before we start working outside. Let's go make us a cup of coffee and get to decorating. First things first, we have a little bit of a mess here, so we're just going to quickly get everything picked up. I have my dishes out here drying. I have people ask me this all the time if I ever do a video and I'm putting dishes away, and they're like, do you wash your dishes like that? No, I do not, but my dishwasher is terrible about not drying dishes very well. So like in the mornings when I get up, I'll just open it up and kind of turn everything upside down, or turn it right side up, I guess you could say, and just sort of let it dry. And then when I get back from taking the kids to school, everything's dry and I can just get it out and put it away. My dishwasher is just terrible about that. And I do put in rinse aid and that does help, but it's just not, they just do not dry well. So that's just my little method. Also have a sink full of dishes there. Some supper dishes still need cleaning, and the toaster and stuff from breakfast this morning. So we'll quickly get all of this put away. And if you want to skip through this part, that's perfectly fine if you want to move on to the decorating. But just got to be honest, filming this motivates me to get it done. So I'm going to put on a little music and we'll get it cleaned up. Do y'all have one of these little scrubbers? I've never had one of these, but I saw it on clearance at Target the other day for $1.50. Has the little sponge on the end. I think you can replace those, just buy replacements for it. But you can put your dish soap in the handle of it. It's got like a little button on it that you just mash the button and the dish soap comes out. And I got it because I thought it would be good to clean my new sink. I have a new sink here. I went ahead and got a new faucet too when we put the new countertops in. And I just thought that would be great to just scrub down this sink. There's the little button I was talking about. You just mash that button and the dish soap comes out the middle, and then you can just use the scrubber. If you don't have one of these, it is handy. I am liking it. I also grabbed a new to me dish soap from Target. This is the Everspring brand. This is the lemon and mint. It smells so good and I'm liking it, y'all. I'm a pretty big Dawn fan and I pretty much always still buy some Dawn. I use it a lot in my laundry as well, but sometimes I just want like a different scent or something different to use for my daily dishwashing. So I thought I would give this a try. It's pretty inexpensive and I saw that you could buy some like big refills of it and just refill your bottle. So thought I would give it a try. Let me know down in the comments if you use this brand. We're going to start out over here in the coffee corner. I'm going to start out using this little scalloped wicker tray. This came from Walmart. I think it's less than $15, right around $15. I'm just going to use it over here in the corner. And y'all, I need to get some of those little things. Have you seen those things? I think you can get them on Amazon. I'm going to see if I can find them and link us some that you can like wrap your cords around the back of your appliances. Some of the Beautiful by Drew appliances actually come with them on there, but I'm constantly fighting with this Keurig to hide the cord. So I think I'm going to try to find some of those. Do y'all have any of those? Let me know down in the comments. Now we're going to add in some more scalloped pieces. These are actually planters from Walmart. You can see they actually have the little hole in the bottom, so you can use them as planters, but I'm going to use them here in my coffee corner. This one is only $5 for that size. I'm just going to use it to throw some K-cups in. Y'all know I like to leave some K-cups out and handy. These are my favorite ones from Sam's. I just like the breakfast blend. I'm not a real strong coffee girl, so that one's perfect for me, and you get like 100 in that box for $30 or $40. I'm not sure. I usually catch them when they're on sale and stock up. Then there's the smaller size in that little scallop planter, same thing. And I'm just going to throw a few of these little creamer packets in there. My husband likes to use those sometimes. And then also he uses these little sweet drops. So I'm just going to put them in there. We just like to keep all of our coffee stuff out and handy. I also grabbed the cutest little scalloped lamp from Walmart. So you're going to see scallops are the theme for this corner. Love the lamp. It's just kind of a brass color, and then it is just rechargeable, and you can touch it. It actually needs to be charged, but it has a few different light functions there, and I thought that it was just so cute. And then I'm going to add in this wooden bunny. I got this from TJ Maxx. I was looking to see if it still had a sticker on it, but it does not. But he is adorable. Got him a few years ago at TJ Maxx. I think I paid around $12 for that. And then I did get this new also from Walmart this year. It is so pretty. It's very hard to film. It just keeps catching the light and catching my reflection, but it's kind of like dried flowers in the glass, and then it's a really pretty gold frame, and then the gold chain to hang it. I had this little clear hook still up there from Christmas. I had some Christmas towels and Christmas just little pot holders and things like that hanging up, so just hung it up there. I'm gonna add in my seasonal mug. Y'all know I love to add a seasonal mug to my Keurig for all the holidays. This one was a thrift find. Love the little bunny mug. I actually did a Google search on it, and it looks like it originally came from Hallmark, so I thought that was pretty cool, but I love the little bunny coffee mug. One thing I noticed on this little wicker tray is it's not necessarily even, so I kept thinking my lamp looked a little crooked. Y'all, I'm just going to stick one of these little wipe pads in under it. You could just fold up a piece of paper towel or Kleenex or anything like that and just kind of stick it up under it where it can't be seen, and that will level it out for you. So if you're having that problem, there's a little tip. A lot of times people ask me about this little water pitcher whenever I'm showing this corner. I always leave it out on the counter here. I do use it to fill up my Keurig. We have well water, so I just like for it to go through that filter. But it is from Beautiful by Drew. I also have a lot of those appliances, but it's just really pretty, and it uses the pure water filters. So we like to just keep that out and handy. I don't burn a ton of candles in my home, but I do like to keep a candle out on the stove. If I'm going to burn a candle, a lot of times I will burn one sitting on the stove. I just feel safer about that. These Better Homes and Gardens ones are great. This is a nice spring scent. It smells so good and fresh. These burn down real evenly too, which I really like. That scent is Warm Spring Sunshine, which is just a perfect description of it. And then I'm using this new lighter I got from the Hearth and Hand collection. I'm not sure if this is in stock. I've not even been able to catch it in stock. I bought it when it first came out, but it's rechargeable. It's just one of these little electric lighters, but it's so pretty just to leave out, and also it just works so well to light your candles. Okay, let's move on over to the other side of the stove. I don't like a lot of clutter out, but I do like to keep out some things that I use often. So I'm going to put my utensils out. This is a utensil holder. It came from a pottery place in the Smoky Mountains in Pigeon Forge. I think it was called the Old Mill Pottery, something like that. But I love it. And then I'm going to just use this little board. It's not even wood. It just looks like wood. It came from the Target dollar spot for $5, but it just looks really cute and it just kind of elevates everything. So I'm just putting my most used cooking utensils in there. And then I am going to add in this salt and pepper mill. I just got these. They are from Target, from the Hearth and Hand collection. They have like a copper look to them, y'all. These are so pretty. I wanted these for a while, but I've never had any grinders like this, so I've got to get me some peppercorns and some coarse sea salt to put in here. I'm going to do pepper in the smaller one and salt in the taller one. So let me know down in the comments if you have any favorite sea salt that you like to use and just what you use in yours and if you like them, if they work good. I've never had any before. I'm also just going to add in this wooden cutting board just kind of as a backdrop. I'm not sure where this one came from. Sometimes I pick them up at thrift stores. Some of them were new. I'm not even sure, but I'm just going to kind of put it as a backdrop because I want to add in a little bit of spring florals to this area too. I did get this at Walmart. It's in this really pretty green, a pale green vase, and then it just has a little touch of pink and some greenery. So it's kind of a neutral, but it does have that little pop of pink for spring. And I do like to always keep out some fruit, usually some apples and bananas in this little scalloped bowl. That bowl also came from Walmart. I think it was around $15. And I always have my air fryer out. That is the Beautiful by Drew air fryer. Still working on my coffee over here. But that is pretty much all that I keep out on my counters. Now, I usually do have some seasonal towels here on my stove. These are Beautiful by Drew from Walmart as well. I got those back in the fall, and I do feel like they have a little bit more of a fall vibe or just a neutral vibe. So I'm going to dig around and see if I have any spring towels that I can put out here just to freshen up the space a little bit more. Some of my favorite seasonal towels are the Hearth and Hand collection from Target. They have really nice flour sack towels that are huge and they're only like $3.99. I like to use those on my stove. And then the Target dollar spot, a lot of times you can find really pretty seasonal towels. And I also like Geometry brand towels. Those are always very cute for the different seasons. I need to throw these in the dryer and fluff them up or maybe steam them just to get those wrinkles out. But I think that's going to look cute layered like that. It just adds in a little pop of color, just a little bit of spring, and I'm really liking the look. Another thing that we recently did add in was some under cabinet lighting. These came from Amazon, pretty inexpensive. They're just magnetic, like you just put in those little magnetic holders up there. They just stick to your cabinets, and then these are rechargeable. They use USB-C. They have several different light functions. You can do warm light, cool light, just all kinds of different brightnesses and things, and they are motion activated, so that's kind of cool that they can just be off, but if you walk in the kitchen, they'll come on. They have different settings, and so we've been pretty happy with that. I think that just adds a lot to put just a little bit of under cabinet lighting there. I will link these down in the description box. Something else I'm loving in my kitchen, I decided to put a full-size rug in here. This is a 5x7 Better Homes and Gardens rug. I love, the color's not picking up great. The lighting is not that great because it is really clouded up, but it has just a little touch of pink to me. I think it actually says brown or taupe in the description, but it just pulls a little bit pink, a little bit navy blue. I think it looks really good for spring. It's non-slip. It is machine washable, which is one reason I chose to put it in my kitchen. and y'all, it doesn't move. This thing has not moved, and I have two very rowdy boys, so I'm very impressed with that. I'm really happy with how that looks in here. The 5x7 just really fills up the space, and it breaks up so much of the wood on wood with my cabinets and my floors matching so closely, so I'm really, really liking this. So far, since we got our new countertops in, I have just left that corner empty over there. I used to always keep my diffuser over there, like my essential oil diffuser. But when I wash dishes, I do just put dry everything over there. So I've kind of just liking leaving it open. I did get this. It's Hearth and Hand. In case you didn't notice, I'm a big Hearth and Hand fan. Joanna Gaines can take all my money because I love everything that she makes. This little milk glass soap pump is super pretty. It's only $10. Y'all forgive my scrubber. It's seen better days. I actually have another one ordered. It's Hearth and Hand too. It just hasn't come in yet. And I'm thinking about getting a different little tray there. That round one is just a plant saucer from Walmart, super inexpensive, but I'm thinking about getting something a little bit different there. I might even move my paper towels over to this side and just have everything over on this side. I'm not sure. I like that look. I'm not sure, though, the paper towels would be that handy to get to there. But anyway, I'm just liking everything pretty open and simple. We did go ahead and get a new faucet. I went with a gold color, a brushed gold. And then I got this huge sink, y'all. I'm super happy with the sink. I also got me the matching gold drain. I just thought that looked good with the stainless. This is a one-piece sink. And I always had the separated sink. And I never could get like a whole pan or a whole baking dish or anything like that down in it. So I've been so happy with this. Love the faucet. It's from Amazon, y'all. It's inexpensive. It's been very nice so far. I love that you can pull it down. And we did also do, I said I'm not going to get into this kitchen, and here I am telling y'all everything we've done. But if you have any questions, let me know. I will link anything that I can down in the description box. Let me just tell you one more funny thing about the kitchen. You can see I changed out my hardware. I changed out to a beautiful brushed gold. So happy with it. But y'all, these are fake cabinet doors here, or drawer fronts here in front of the sink. I cannot get this handle off. It leaves like an inch in between the sink and that. And I cannot. I could get my hand up on this one and it was loose anyway, and I was able to get it out, but I can't tighten it back up. And the other one, I cannot even get it out. So I'm waiting on my husband to figure out what we're going to do with that. But let me just show you a temporary little hack. If I'm going to do any filming, or if somebody's coming over and I get all my dishes done, I just get a really pretty dish towel. That's one of those geometry ones I was talking about, and put it right over there on the sink, and boom, you would never know. So there is my little tip of the day. Okay, one more little tidbit that I have added in. You know, I had this odd space above my refrigerator. I saw a girl over on Instagram, my Austin Haven. She put some baskets on top of her fridge. And so I was like, oh, that's what I need to do. So I picked up these, very inexpensive, from Target. Y'all know the tag's still on it. You know, the queen of tags over here. Still got the tag on it. Now you can use this to like throw stuff in, store stuff, but also it just takes up that empty space above your fridge. So I feel like it looks nice. I just got 3 of them. I think they're like $10 a piece. They go on sale quite a bit too. So anyway, there's a little tip if you have that odd space above your fridge. that is it for today's video, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for coming along with me while I decorated some for spring in the kitchen. Hopefully we will get to that arch cabinet next week. Still got that TV stand to work on, the dining area. We'll get there eventually, y'all. It's officially the first day of spring here while I'm editing this, and it's like 40 degrees outside, so not so much in the mood for spring outside, but definitely in the mood for it inside. So y'all be sure and come back. I do upload a new video every Friday, and I hope to see you next week. Bye.